Roads. They connect us from point A to all other points beyond. We travel on them for fun. We travel on them for work. Roads are the lifeblood of our towns. And roads are shared by many types of travelers: drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians.
Hi, my name is Tim Davis. I'm the transportation planner for the city of Frederick. My job is to plan for safe transportation in the city of Frederick. Today, we're going to talk about pedestrian safety.
The Golden Mile. It can be challenging for most pedestrians to cross. It is one of the busiest and widest roads in Frederick. Marked crosswalks with traffic signals at each intersection is the best way to travel when you are a pedestrian. Take the time to use the crosswalk. Let's take this a step further. You've walked to the crosswalk, waited for the light, and are starting to cross. A car is waiting to drive where you are crossing. Which of you has the right of way? Well, that depends. In the Maryland Code, Section 21-502, it states that
the driver of a vehicle shall come to a stop when a pedestrian crossing the roadway in a crosswalk is on the half of the roadway on which the vehicle is traveling.
In other words, the right-of-way depends on which part of the crosswalk you are on. If you are on the part of the crosswalk that is the same half of the road the car is traveling on, you have the right-of-way. But what do you do if there is no crosswalk to be found? Well, the same rule applies regardless of if the crosswalk is marked or not. Technically, a crosswalk does not need to be marked to be considered a crosswalk. Section 21-101 defines a crosswalk as
that part of the roadway that is within the prolongation or connection of the lateral lines of sidewalks at any place where two or more roadways of any type meet or join, measured from the curbs, or, in the absence of curbs, from the edges of the roadway.
So, what that means is, marked or unmarked, a crosswalk exists where a sidewalk would continue if it extended into the street. For example, this would be a crosswalk, and so would this, and so would this. Whether the crosswalk is marked or unmarked, you, the pedestrian, have the right of way. Here is another challenge. Now we are missing a sidewalk. Where are you supposed to walk? Just as a crosswalk can be marked or unmarked, a sidewalk can be paved or not paved, and it can exist with or without a curb. Let's take a look at what Maryland Code has to say. Section 21-506 is where you go for this situation.
A pedestrian may walk on the left side of the roadway as near as practicable to the edge of the roadway, facing any traffic that might approach from the opposite direction.
In other words, when there is no sidewalk available, walk along the edge of the roadway, and always walk against traffic. Along with rights, pedestrians also have responsibilities. This is what the Maryland Code calls the duty of a pedestrian.
A pedestrian may not suddenly leave a curb or other place of safety and walk or run into the path of a vehicle which is so close that it is impossible for the driver to yield.
In other words, look before you step out into the road. In every instance as a pedestrian, it is your responsibility to always be aware of your surroundings. So let's review. In this video, we have covered a few simple but very important rules. Use the crosswalk, whether marked or unmarked. Remember that while in the crosswalk, you have the right of way. Stay to the left and walk against traffic when walking along a road without a paved sidewalk. And, above all, always be aware of your surroundings. Look before you step out into the road.
So, on your next outing, please remember your rules and responsibilities as a pedestrian. But most of all, enjoy your journey.